Hi, Ian from footballboots.co.uk, and today I'm unboxing Nike's latest speed boot, the firm ground Mercurial Superfly. These boots are going to be worn at the World Cup by Cristiano Ronaldo, Chile's Alexis Sanchez, and Brazil's Luis Gustavo. So, let's take a good look at these boots. The Superfly is designed for the attacking striker, offering this new enhanced lockdown fit and a super lightweight carbon fiber sole, as you'd expect on the Superfly, for explosive speed and acceleration. They've got the dynamic fit collar here, flowing into the rest of the boot. So I've got the official World Cup colorway here, known as the Hyper Punch Gold, Black, and mainly they are the Hyper Punch color. You can see little bits of yellow coming through the Flyknit here. You can see the yellow coming through, and it almost makes, well, it gives it a kind of orangey tinge. They are pink, but you've got this real orangey tinge that probably stands out more. So if you've got any confusion between are these pink boots or are they orange, it kind of depends on what light you're looking at them in, really. Bit of both, really. Certainly pink around through the dynamic fit collar here, but where this yellow knit is coming through, then you definitely get more of kind of an oranginess. So that's where we're finding Hyper Punch coming out for us. So the Hyper Punch carries on underneath, and where you've got the split toe design on the sole plate here, the Hyper Punch is in there. You've got some of the yellow on the Nike logo here. Then when you look on the side, the smaller Nike swoosh has this gold with the yellow in it. You can just see the ACC. These are all just printed on the ACC and the Nike logo there, and then the main logo on the top of the boot, that's in the gold with this yellow and outlined in the black as well. Inside the dynamic fit collar, let's have a quick look there. You can see the lining predominantly is in this yellow here, and if you can just make out at the bottom there, we've got the Mercurial written on the sock liner, and that sock liner itself is the bright yellow as well. On the heel, if I can just get that into focus for you, you've got Mercurial across the back here as well, and this is really rigid, really strong, and that's just going to make sure that this collar stays up and is where you want it to be. Some people may find that you're going to get a bit of rubbing, just because this is a completely, well, it's just really different than the rest of it around here. So I suggest that when you are wearing these boots, make sure you put some Vaseline or something just in along here, because it's going to take a while for you to break in this. It's not going to feel the same as a normal boot, and that runs all the way down here to the sole. So it's going to keep a nice firm shape for the boot, but you're just going to need to make sure you break that in properly. Weighing in at just over 200 grams, the Superfly is actually about 15 grams heavier than the Mercurial Vapor 9, but it is 45 grams lighter than the previous Superfly model, and that's quite a significant saving in weight, especially when you consider that we've got the addition of all this extra boot that you haven't seen before with the dynamic fit collar and all that kind of extra stuff. So pretty significant weight saving for this Superfly. And that comes down to the Flyknit. It's just way less material coming into the boots thanks to that. This new dynamic fit collar itself fits over the ankle, giving you a sock-like feel that locks the foot into place. The collar has this rigid support column, as I was saying, and that just stops the sock from sliding down. Nike have also added these brio cables to the upper, which is kind of integrated with the laces, giving you extra strength, durability and support as the boot's on your foot, and that combined with the agility cage inside the boot is going to lock your foot down to the sole plate, which is going to mean better traction and better acceleration for you when you're playing. Now for the upper itself on the Superfly, Nike have developed a textured upper which combines three technologies: the Flyknit, Nike Skin on top of that, and the all conditions control. And that's going to give you much better touch in wet and dry conditions. They've added two direct injected blades at the back here, and they've also added one extra blade on the forefoot here, and that's going to give you a quicker penetration and release with your forefoot as you're planting it on the ground. So it's worth noting when we're looking at these boots that several Nike wearers have decided that they don't like the dynamic fit collar. Eden Hazard, Luka Modric, Pedro Rodriguez, they've all decided that they don't want this, and they've gone for the scaled down Vapor 10 model instead. that doesn't have a lot of this extra technology. It doesn't have the carbon fiber sole. They might be wearing some customized pairs that actually do, but the retail version, they don't. So the Vapor 10 is the scaled down version. You're not going to have the dynamic fit collar. You're not going to have the carbon fiber sole. But a lot of people, once they put them on and try, and they just comes down to personal preference, whether you prefer the real lockdown fit and the hugging around the collar here, or whether you want to go for a more traditional Mercurial Vapor boot rather than the Superfly. Right, let's have a proper look at inside of this dynamic fit collar. So it comes with this cardboard, which is just there in place to make sure that this whole thing stays up and in one place. It's a little tricky to get out, but that's probably about the same as trying to get your foot in. It might be a little bit tricky initially. So let's have a little look inside there. You can see that they've also added some paper, which is pretty common for boots, just to maintain their shape. So I'm just going to stick my hand in there and we'll try and pull that out. Don't need that. Is there any more? Let's have another look. Yep, there's a bit more down by the forefoot there, so just going to pull this out as well. Let you guys have a look inside here. Just give the camera a second and we'll perhaps flip it over, and you can really see inside now. So as I was telling you before, it's just bright yellow inside here. It's interesting design stitching and stuff on here. Just bring it all the way around, you can have a good look. And the next thing I'm going to do is put these on for you, and you can see what they look like being worn.